now. Very cool. Awesome. Well, thanks y'all who could make it. A little shorter agenda. The first thing coming up is the I'm sharing some updates about CSPD week in 2023, which are not totally publicized on our website yet, but I will share some things with this group. I'm putting a link in the Zoom chat. There's also a link on the agenda, and then I'm going to share my screen as well. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can see the website and it says save the date? Did I share the right screen with y'all? Or do you see something different? Yeah, okay, cool. Last year, thanks pretty much entirely to sponsorship from Infosys Foundation USA, we were able to host 100 teachers at Arizona CSPD Week. And this summer, we are looking to continue that trend and host another week of CS professional development. The dates we have are June 19th through the 23rd. That is sort of the same time frame in the calendar as last year. It's the same dates, just off by one. And same place. We're going to go back to Xavier College Prep. They're going to host us again, which would be super awesome. And we've got some folks who are helping to put this together. So here's this date. Here's where it is. Soon we will talk about like what types of sessions we're offering, but I'm excited to give you all a little sneak peek during this time. The why that folks should attend this is to grow your own professional CS practice, and everything that happens here aligns to the Arizona Computer Science endorsements, to get endorsed as a either pre-K-8 or 612 CS educator in Arizona. And then also the CSTA standards for computer science educators. Everything that we bring here sort of aligns to these as well, which is super awesome. Of the folks in this room, a thing that would be great to expand in order to make this event a success and to offer better computer science offerings to teachers is to spread the word. In particular, there's a place where you can sign up to get email updates. And very soon, those updates will include the list of the sessions we're offering, and then also information on how to register, hoping to open registration soon. So if you're in regular contact with teachers who could use or looking for a computer science professional development, and they're wondering like, what do I do? Where do I go? I've gone to the stuff the Science Center offers. I've gone to the things that SciTech offers. I've gone to the things that Department of Ed offers. I'm looking for something bigger in the summer. That's this. And hopefully we can get folks what they need. I will also mention, if you know any folks who might be interested in sponsoring CSPD Week, we have a variety of different sort of like sponsorship opportunities, which include, this is the same sort of stuff that I said before. This video is really great if you haven't seen it. But essentially, the things that we are looking to support through external sponsorships, the biggest one is supporting teacher travel. Last year, we were able to support around 40 teachers with lodging throughout the entire week so they could travel from outside Phoenix and make the conference. Supporting food and making sure that we feed teachers at a high quality is something that we support throughout the event. And in some cases, bringing in specific professional development opportunities. For example, last year, we were able to bring in a data science strand that happened because of some unique connections that we had. This year, we're playing around with the idea of bringing in some cybersecurity offerings, some potential things happening there. But again, that's something where if a specific organization wanted to support bringing those things in, that's something that they could do. So someone on this call, or if you know someone might be interested in sponsoring, one of the things that we have is the event sponsor, sort of the highest level of sponsorship, lots of branding, lots of emails, lots of sticker, lots of swag, lots of recognition, very front and center of everything that happens in the event. The other thing that someone can do is sponsor a lunch. Rather than have like an exhibition hall where it's sort of teachers can walk into sort of an area and mingle around. We don't do that because of the structure of our event and the structure of where we are. Instead, we offer sort of exclusive access to certain folks. So if someone wanted to sponsor a particular lunch and be the only person during that time to talk to all of the teachers and give like a little 10-minute flash talk, we have a version of that for lunch and then also a version of that for breakfast. And then if someone wanted to sponsor, just bring an entire session to the event, we can have that conversation. If someone feels passionately that we should offer sort of cybersecurity or Minecraft education or data science again, we can work together to find some options there as well. So this is mostly for the recording. If any folks are kind of looking at this, these are some different options, and we are still looking for funding specifically for these travel scholarships. The more that we have, the more we can do there, and trying to get the best type of offerings for our teachers in Arizona. A thing, so this is not on the website, but I was putting this together and I'll share it on this call. Even though this is not a sort of officially released, this was our workshop catalog that we released last year, and it is in the process of getting updated for this year. And so some of the sessions that I can confirm to you all in this room in this moment is we have several code.org sessions that will be coming back. Their middle school offering, and then their 2 high school offerings, CS Principles and Computer Science A. So that's super exciting. And then we're also super excited to bring back the Edison Robotics with our STEMazing facilitators who will be here offering a session as well. So those are 5 sessions that I can confirm in this moment, and then we're hoping to expand and add more to this list as well, which is super exciting. That's Arizona CSPD Week. The link is in the chat. I notice now that there is a mention in the chat. James appreciating the foundation shout out. There we go. I'll stop sharing my screen. Are there any questions I can answer about CSPD Week 2023? Cool. Well, that's it for what was on the official agenda. I'll open it. What else is any other things going on that folks want to talk about? Jesse, what's up?
I got a little sidetracked. Just a shout out that new year, new you. Keeping that theme. We're doing our Maricopa County, Central Arizona, however you want to verb it. Our CS meetups, which are happening. Oh goodness, I didn't bring up my calendar. Oh, there we go. Thank you. The 23rd, and then the Scratch meetup on the 21st.
And then you guys have your meetups all throughout planned February and March.
Yes.
Yeah. You can see the whole Maricopa. You did a better job than I did. I don't have my Tucson ones on here yet. But yeah, awesome. So if you're in Maricopa and are looking to connect with other CS educators, and get some PD hours or things like that. These are all opportunities, which is super cool. What's up, Jesse?
Well, also, food will be present for the Maricopa meetup and the Scratch meetup. So breakfast or brunch-ish items and a dinner. So, and also if there's any partners or any vendors that would like to stop in and say a couple things, I am way more than happy for other people to talk than just me.
Awesome, Jesse. Awesome. Thanks. Yeah, we'll send out, we should send out an email with all of our events going on. That's great.
So I have one. Just a reminder that we're doing a Minecraft for Education on the 13th and 14th of January at Arizona Science Center. So we have 24 people that have signed up from around the state. And if anybody else wants to show up, just send me a note. They live in Phoenix. It's really easy. But
Cal, what's the best way for us to promote that so that people can sign up? Or how do you want us to promote that?
For the most part, we're closed.
Right.
Okay. So if somebody on the call wants to come.
Got it. Okay.
That's different. Then we just don't have the capacity to increase too many more people, but we do have a few seats to play with.
Thank you for that clarification. I'd misunderstood what you were saying before, so that makes more sense. Cool.
All right, awkward silence time. Good job of waiting for someone to talk there, Dan. I appreciate that. So I did want to point out that I got an email from the Microbit Foundation. So there will be a Do Your Bit challenge for next year. I know they hadn't actually officially announced it yet. It's still sort of in the planning right now, but it looks like it's going to be more local instead of an international competition as it was in the past. I'm not sure what that's going to mean. I assume it means that they're going to be looking for local champions to host the Do Your Bit competition, but that is supposed to be coming out. Oh, see, there you go. Dan already pulled it up. He's a step ahead of me. So they did get it out. It's changing in January 2023. Very good. And so, yeah, I had just gotten the notice from them right at the end of the year, and I hadn't looked at the webpage yet. So thank you for bringing that up. And yeah, there will be a slight change, but they still will have all of the materials there available for teachers. So there'll be, you know, lesson plans and sample projects and all that good stuff. And then I don't know, Dan, did that actually have the details of how they're going to do the competition? Because I didn't think they'd work that out.
No, it's very vague. It says if you're running with your students, we'd love to hear about it. Email us and tell us about your plans. Dubit is doing the competition. I mean, I hope they
Yeah.
release more because right now this just seems very kind of
Yeah.
y'all take it and run with it.
Yeah. and I suspect what happened is they didn't get the funding from the sponsors that they've had in past years. But yeah, I'm hoping something more will be coming out in the future.
Totally. Cool.
Just a question too, out of curiosity for that, Do Your Bit, is that challenge geared towards middle school, or how low in elementary can it go to?
They have actually, when they did it as the international challenge, it was 7 to 18. So they had different categories. Essentially, the younger ages, it was more of a design challenge. So it was sort of, you know, here is a sustainable development goal that you can focus on, and you could actually choose any of them, but they usually had some particular ones they selected each year as a focus area. And, you know, you could just think of something that you would like to address within that, like, let's say climate change, you know, or reducing hunger or whatever. So if you're trying to address hunger, then you could maybe come up with some kind of an idea. And for the younger ages, it was mostly, you know, just put together a design concept that could incorporate a microbit. You don't even have to program it, and they would judge it based on that. And then for the older ages, it was a design challenge and an implementation challenge. And so they had different categories that they had. And it was, if you look at the results from previous years, you can see that there were a lot of international winners on that. In fact, most of the primary winners, you know, the top 3 or top 5 winners were international teams. But yeah, this year I think they just didn't get the funding to do the international challenge. So they're kind of just doing it more as a local thing. But yeah, it doesn't have to be that you have to have the microbits. You know, you could do it with just the emulator and MakeCode, for example. And it also doesn't have to be that you are going to be able to implement everything. It could just be a prototype. It could be a design concept. It could be anything that makes sense for the kids you're working with.
Okay, thanks.
Cool. Any other business before the floor?
One other thing on, excuse me, February 10th, we're hosting a CS Fundamentals, code.org CS Fundamentals class. So the seats right now, I think there's only 3 folks that have signed on. It would be nice to have more. That's a face-to-face. So if anybody knows K5s, any K5s that are interested.
Hopefully, with the as the year gets started, I hope more folks sign up.
That'd be nice.
Well, very cool. Well, I appreciate y'all stopping by. Hopefully folks who missed it can watch the recording. Not surprised that there's not a ton to talk about in this meeting. I suspect next month will be much busier. And from here on out, I suspect every month we will have some updates on CSPD week. So that's super exciting. Look for an email from us about updates and news and things like that. And we just hope over the summer, folks who want to develop themselves as computer science teachers have that opportunity. And throughout the year, if they can find time at our meetups or at these different workshops provided by the Science Center or these other challenges, that they're able to do that. So that's gonna be super cool. With that, I will stop recording.